guys, what's going on? It's MassiveJoes RAW review, and I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Awesome raw review for the viewers at home today on an all-new BCAA supplement from an all-new supplement company, that being Yummy Sports, coming out of Canada. It is, of course, Candies BCAA in the house. Let's get straight into it, show you exactly what's in it, tell you exactly what it's going to do. That nutritional information panel ain't going to get it done. We're about to go balls deep in this here Yummy Sports Candies BCAA. Luckily, got ourselves a big ass nutritional information panel for the viewers at home. Dilip, go ahead and throw that panel up on the screen for the viewers. Starting from the top, serving size 1 scoop, 7 grams. Got yourself about 40 of them 1 scoop, 7 gram bitches. And one of these are Yummy Sports Candies BCAA bitches. In terms of what the 1 scoop, 7 grams is made up of, Yummy Sports have been kind enough to provide a fully open and transparent nutritional information panel for us, so we can do a quick addition, add up the active ingredients, and quickly discover there's 4.95 grams of actives in each 7 gram scoop. So we're talking about 71% active ingredients, 29% flavors, sweeteners, and colors, which is not bad. Not great, but not bad. To be honest, for a BCAA supplement that is marketed as a candies, probably pretty damn good, to be honest with you guys. Usually, BCAA supplements where, 20-25% is like really, really good. When you start getting towards 30-40%, it's kind of like it's acceptable. When you start going over 50%, it's like, are you drinking BCAAs or are you drinking flavored powder of some sort that has BCAAs in it? So 29% is not bad at all. In terms of what the 4.95 grams of actives is made up of, starting from the top, they've called it it's funny because they've called it a proprietary blend, but it's not a proprietary blend at all. It's a fully disclosed proprietary blend. I'm not really too sure what happened there on the label. Perhaps they don't know what the word proprietary means, but it's all good. 4,500 milligrams, and this is a 2:1:1 ratio BCAA. So we have 2.25 grams of leucine, 1.125 of isoleucine, 1.125 of L-valine. That is the scientifically proven, undisputed 2:1:1 ratio of BCAAs. They are instantized BCAAs as well, and we'll see how that plays out when we go through the taste and mixability test. For viewers at home who are unaware, BCAAs prevent the breakdown of muscle tissue during your workouts. They reduce the effects of delayed onset muscle soreness. They assist with muscle recovery. They also help increase protein synthesis. The clinical dose of BCAAs in the 2:1:1 ratio is 5 to 10 grams. We have 4.5 grams or 4,500 milligrams, so it is ever so slightly underdosed in the single scoop serve. Moving right along, we then get into the Electrolyte blend, 450 milligrams, that is made up of 200 milligrams of sodium citrate, 100 milligrams of potassium citrate, 150 milligrams of magnesium citrate. Viewers at home who are unaware, electrolytes are charged particles that carry an electric current across our cells, which help control membrane potential, which in turn controls muscle contractions, controls transmission of nerve impulses, and helps maintain our heartbeat. Electrolytes, pretty much, they help keep you hydrated. So whenever you sweat out these salts like sodium, potassium, magnesium, you put them back in. It helps you stay hydrated and allows your body to continue controlling muscle contractions, nerve impulses, and maintaining your heartbeat, which is pretty important. Difficult to define clinical dose of electrolytes because they're in so many different things that we consume during the day. So we can talk recommended dietary intake of sodium and potassium and magnesium and whatnot, viewers at home, but it's such a tricky thing to like pinpoint. This is how many grams of sodium we should have from an electrolyte blend in a pre-workout or an intra-workout or an amino acids. It's just kind of like, it's pie in the sky type shit. So we're just gonna say there's 450 milligrams of the electrolyte blend in every scoop of this Candies BCAAs, split into sodium, potassium, and magnesium as discussed. Got yourself about 29% flavors, sweeteners, and colors. And that's what's in it. Very, very simple BCAA supplement, 2-on-1 ratio BCAAs, slightly, ever so slightly underdosed. And then, to be honest with you, quite a big dose of electrolytes. Not many BCAA supplements that use electrolytes have 450 milligrams. They're usually like 150, 200, 300, 450 is quite a significant dose of electrolytes for what it's worth. If we are to look at it from a pure BCAA, intra-workout BCAA supplementation perspective and look at what it's missing from a formula, definitely something for muscle pump, nutrient delivery, nitric oxide production. There's no citrulline or agmatine or citrulline malate or anything like that in there. So definitely missing that from an intra-workout perspective, what you'd want from an intra-workout BCAA supplement. And also missing something for muscular endurance. Once again, from an intra-workout perspective, there's no beta-alanine, there's no taurine, creatine phosphate, there's nothing like that in there. Even from a hydration perspective, you know, there's no glycerol, glycopump, hydromax, any form of glycerol like that. So from an intra-workout perspective, it is missing a bunch of stuff, but just a very basic, on paper, a very basic BCAA plus electrolyte formula. In terms of how it tastes, how it mixes, comes in 10. That's right, 10 flavors. Fasten your seatbelt, viewers at home, because we're about to go through every single one of them. Comes in Cherry Blast, which is like a cherry candy flavor. Comes in Funky Peach, which is like a funky peach candy flavor. Comes in Gummy Worms, which is like a sour gummy snake type worm type. Look at, you can see the label's descriptive. Those things, those things flavor. Comes in Creamsicle Blowout, which for the Australian viewers at home is like a splice type flavor. Comes in Nerdies, which is obviously a nerds type flavor. Comes in, oh, hold on, we've done that one already. Let me keep moving. Rainbow Treats, which is like a Skittles type flavor. Comes in Sour Batch, which is like a sour candy type flavor. Comes in, almost there, Sour Watermelon, which is like a sour watermelon candy type flavor. Comes in Twixler, which is like a Twizzler, or yeah, Twizzler type flavor, or we call them in Australia, we call them Raspberry Straps candy type flavor. Finally, comes in, did I miss one? I felt like I had like 2 of the same there. No, that's 10. This is 10. Comes in Zyklone, which is like a Freedom Pop Icy Pole type flavor. Infamous Massive Joe's taste and mixability test about to go down. Got myself my double wall glass filled almost to the top with water and a spoon. I'm going to use this here, the final flavor, the flavor Zyklone, the Icy Pole, Freedom Icy Pole type flavor. I'm going to take myself 1 scoop of this yummy sports Candies BCAA Zyklone. Throw this bitch in his bitch. And let it rain, let it rain. A few flicks of the wrist. You guys can see that Yummy Sports are using all the artificial colors in this Candies BCAAs. few flicks of the wrist, I'm gonna show you guys how it mixes and to refresh my memory and how this yummy BCAAs taste, man. All right, I think that's enough. Now, remembering that these are instantized BCAA, so being instantized, they should theoretically mix quite easily in water. They should disperse in water. And I think this kind of backs it up. Because it's a zoom and focus action. As you guys can see, pretty well mixed. There's kind of some, you can see there's kind of some floaters on the top, but there's not too many. There's some stuff going on in the middle there, but to be honest, I mean, a few flicks of the wrist with a glass in a spoon of, and this is ice cold water as well, in ice cold water, that's pretty damn good. That being said, I mean, it is a BCAA. Most people are gonna be drinking it out of a shaker, so I would go so far as to say a blender bowl is required for this yummy sports Candies BCAA. Let me refresh my memory on how this Zyklone flavor tastes, man. As the name of the supplement suggests, Candies BCAA, these flavors are very sweet in the sweet-based flavors, very sour in the sour-based flavors, and overall, just very strong flavors. Really good flavors, don't get it twisted, like the flavors are on point across, like I think I've tried 8 of the 10. Across every flavor I've tried, the flavors are like, they're on point. I mean, if it says Rainbow Treats, it tastes like Skittles. If it says the Sour Batch, it tastes like Sour Patch Kids. The flavors are on point, but they are very strong flavors. Sweet, sour, just very, very strong, depending on what sort of flavor they're trying to mimic. They nail that flavor, but very, very strong. And that's kind of consistent across the board. You take a sip and you're like, that's delicious. But I'm just gonna wait a second before I take another sip because my mouth is like exploding with flavor at the moment. But across the board, man, if I had to rank them, it's really gonna be a personal preference, guys. Like if you like the candies that these flavors are imitating, those, like if you like Skittles, I'd go for Rainbow Treats. If you like gummy worms, I'd go for the gummy worms flavor. If you like Splice, I'd go for the creamsicle flavor. Really, it is a personal preference. I can't really kind of rank them because they are all very true to the flavors that they're trying to imitate. In terms of the effects, very basic supplement, no surprises here. If you're using it intra-workout, you're gonna get the sort of effects that you would expect from a BCAA supplement. Even though it is slightly underdosed, I mean, it's still really getting you there with the 4.5 grams of 2:1 ratio BCAA. So you're gonna get great muscular endurance, delayed onset muscle soreness is gonna be reduced. You train on it like you would train on a properly dosed BCAA. It's kind of nothing exceptional. You know, it kind of does what it's supposed to do. The one thing that I will mention is someone like myself, I like to get about 10 grams of BCAAs during my workout, which is gonna be 2 and a little bit scoops of this Candies BCAA, which does create a little bit of friction for me because the flavors are so strong. Like if I'm doing, for me to get the flavor where it needs to be, where I can drink it and it's not like so strong that it becomes sickly sweet or sickly sour, I need to do like 1 scoop in like a full 1 liter TMJ Elite shaker. So I'm drinking like 2 liters of water during my workouts to get my required BCAAs. Not a big deal for me because I tend to drink a lot of fluid anyway, but for those of you who have trouble drinking a lot of water during your workouts, you're gonna have to make a decision because the flavors are really kind of that strong that if you're trying to pack 2 scoops of this to get 10 grams of BCAAs in like a standard 700 ml shaker, the flavor's just going to be too fucking potent. It's going to be too strong. So that's really from an intra-workout perspective, the kind of the balance that you need to kind of strike. From a during the day perspective, really nice to drink, really nice to sip on, because you know you're just trying to sip on BCAAs during the day. You're not trying to get a certain amount in a certain specified period of time. And for that purpose, really, really pleasant. And once again, you're going to get the benefits of increasing your BCAA intake throughout the day, increased protein synthesis, reduce delayed onset muscle soreness, increased muscle recovery, so on and so forth. In terms of the side effects, apart from that really, really strong flavor, which for some people is not a side effect at all, for some people who love that, that's fucking fantastic. No side effects. Stackability, gonna stack with everything. The fact that it doesn't have things like citrulline in there, agmatine in there, makes it a very versatile BCAA that you can drink during your workout, absolutely, but then can also drink during the day. You don't have to worry about overdosing on any of those active ingredients. The final thing I will say is in terms of price and value for money, in the Australian market, you're talking your 40-serve tub retailing at $59.95, which breaks out at $1.50 per serve. Really good value for money. And then you kind of throw in the mix that it's kind of towards the lower end. I mean, most BCAA supplements are getting you at least 5 grams, you know, now even towards 6 and 7 grams BCAAs per serve. And they tend to be around the $50 mark for 30 serves. So when you kind of consolidate that information, distill it out, it's pretty much spot on where it needs to be to deliver really good value for money. Nothing exceptional, it's definitely not expensive. It's kind of like exactly where it needs to be in terms of value for money in the Australian market. But guys, if you're in the market for an all-new BCAA supplement, a versatile BCAA supplement that ticks your boxes for BCAA intake during your workouts, can also be used during the day, tastes delicious, smashes the imitation candy flavors, you have to go out and get yourself a tub of this yummy sports Candies BCAA. Guys, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on both on your mobile, your cell phone, and your desktop PC so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the Massive Joes YouTube channel. Guys, that is Massive Joes Raw review on the all-new yummy sports Candies BCAA in the house. And I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Stay